Okay guys, I'm going to go over a trade I took on Friday. I know I said in the last video I wasn't going to trade, but I did see a little bit of a setup that I wanted to try. This was a lot less risk. I only used two micro contracts because it was kind of risky, but I was pretty confident that we would move higher. I didn't hit my price target, but so as the morning kind of opened up, we dumped off. We took all of these lows here. Pretty low resistance liquidity run, but I didn't really get an opportunity to short that, so I did miss most of the short. So what I saw in the morning was, again, we sold off, took a bunch of lows out, and I was looking for a bounce back to 50% of the morning range. So 7 o'clock is kind of where the top was before we dumped, so I was looking for a move back up to 50% of the range, which we did do at the end of the day. Unfortunately, I didn't hit my price targets, but I did make a nice little scalp. So as you can see here, we stopped dumping at about 10:30. This is when I was kind of looking for long. So 10:18, we kind of bounced up. We did get a little bit of a shift in structure here. On the 1 minute, there really wasn't too much opportunity. But on the 5 minute, we did have a small, tiny 5 minute fair value gap, which was here, very small. That gave me a little bit more confidence that we would at least try to move higher. So we go to the 1 minute. I entered here. I entered in this 1 minute fair value gap. I entered at the sweep of these lows, and I did get a little bit of drawdown. It was actually a tick away from stopping out, so I had my stop loss. I like to keep it below a little bit of this big 1 minute candle, which created the imbalance. And I tried to target, again, I tried to target the 50% of the range here, so let me draw that out. So I did target these highs. Unfortunately, we didn't get there, so I entered here. It did chop around. Again, I almost got stopped out, so my stop out was here. Stopped out here, or had my stop loss here, targeting at least 50% or at the change in the state of delivery from this little move up. So as you can see, we came down, touched it, bounced, came back. So this is when I entered. Again, chopped around for a little bit, almost got stopped, and then we kind of pushed up. We took out this high, so this is where I took my first partial. After I took my first partial, I moved my stop up pretty quickly. So I first had it at this fair value gap, then I saw this pretty massive move up. So I then put my trailing stop below this low here, this little small order block, and then unfortunately I got stopped out. But good week. I made 200 bucks, and that put my weekly P&L at 1,700, which is a really good week for me. But yeah, so that is the trade I took. There was another setup in the afternoon that I did not take. So we had a little bit of an ICT 2022 model. It's almost like the same trade that I took on Thursday. So we did have this, we did sweep these highs here into this fair value gap. And then we had that change in structure, fair value gap, sell here. You could target these lows. This is your low hanging fruit. You could also target down here, which is where it eventually ended up bouncing and kind of ripping end of the day, which did get us to that 50% of the range here. So this is what I was originally targeting. It just didn't happen till end of day. So, but yeah, that's the trade I took. Good week. Next week, I am a little bit bearish. I'm going to probably make a video on what I think is going to happen next week going into the new year. So, but thank you for watching. I hope you guys learned something, and see you in the next one.